Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. And today's video, it's going to be a brand new video, a part of my video series of breaking up the two-party duopoly. And in this new video series, this is going to be talking about another libertarian, another third-party candidate that is actually running for U.S. Senate in 2022. And his name is Bill Redpath, running to become the next United States Senator from the state of Illinois within the United States Senate, and he's running to unseat Tammy Duckworth from the Class 3 Senate seat in the state of Illinois. And before I begin talking about his candidacy for a United States Senate, before I begin, I want to give out a big shout out to the Cal RCV Coalition, mainly because, fellow Californians, are you tired of the current political system? Are you tired of the gridlock, the divisiveness, the polarization, the partisanship within our politics, the major parties refusing to want to work together, to want to reach out with the other side to find common ground with each other on issues that each and every American cares about, each and every Californian cares about? Well, you know I am, and why I have left the Republican Party forever. Mainly because they have become so extreme to the point that they don't represent my values anymore. The Democrats don't represent my values, and why I became a volunteer, and why I'm still a part of the social media team over at the California Ranked Choice Voting Coalition, mainly because we're helping to expand ranked choice voting all across the Golden State to reimagine a better democracy for this state for a generation to come. So this coming Sunday on May 22nd at 6 p.m. through 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in Oakland, California, they'll be holding a Raise a Glass to Ranked Choice Voting event celebrating 20 years of the Bay Area's RCV successes. Because as you may know, Oakland, California is one of those cities that use ranked choice voting within mayoral election. Also, fun fact, former Governor Jerry Brown was also mayor of Oakland, and the city that uses ranked choice voting. And guess what? He's one of those governors that vetoed a bill that would have implemented ranked choice voting in the state of California, mainly because Governor Jerry Brown believed that ranked choice voting is too complicated. Well, this has been proven false time and time again. Governor Gavin Newsom says it's too complicated. Well, my governor Curley, you are completely in the wrong, mainly because if we look at the results where ranked choice voting has been used, it has resounding support and has voter engagement that is through the roof. And in New York City, 85% of voters, 95% of voters in New York City's mayoral election back last year, 95% of New Yorkers found that ranked choice voting is a simple and intuitive ballot. 85% of voters ranked their candidates instead of voting for one. And also 77% of New Yorkers want to use it again. It has positive support from people in the state of Maine, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Portland, Maine, San Francisco, several Utah cities, mainly because they like the system of ranking candidates rather than just voting for one, mainly because they are safe. It's safe for them to vote their conscience. And that's exactly why, if you want to reimagine a better democracy for California, where everyone is no longer afraid to waste their vote anymore and can vote for their favorite candidate as their number one pick, then RSVP for the Raise a Glass to Ranked Choice Voting event that's focused on celebrating the 20 years of the Bay Area's RCV successes and in Oakland, California. So I will leave the link to RSVP in the description of this video below. So if you have some free time, if you're a fellow Californian like myself, sadly I won't be attending this event because I'll be busy on Sunday, mainly because I'll be working at my job, part-time job. But if you're open to, if you have some free time this weekend on Sunday, May 22nd in California, and if you live near Oakland, then go to this event, RSVP now, because we can all be agents of change that will truly reimagine a new beginning for California's democracy and our nation's democracy for generations to come. So going back to the main topic of this video and talking about Bill Redpath's candidacy for the United States Senate, is mainly the fact that the biggest reason that why overall why he's running for United States Senate, mainly because he's going to fight every day, thinking to defend your liberties, people of Illinois. He was to ensure that you're able to live a life that you want to live without any interference by the government, as long as they're not harming anyone or their property. So in this regard, he supports his campaign calls for the immediate reduction of government spending, lowering taxes, and a real aspect for civil liberties. So in this regard, he has a conservative stance on economic issues, and on liberal issues, he has a social stance on liberal issues. So in this regard, he's that bridge builder that can bridge the partisan divide within the Senate to ensure where he can side with the Republicans on economic issues, sometimes side with Democrats on social issues. And that's a great thing, because we need bridge builders more than ever, people who can bridge the partisan divide. And it really starts with us to end the polarization. I encourage every single American to go out, and even if you're a Republican or a Democrat, go out there in the world and actually talk to someone that's completely polar opposite of you, and just talk to someone. I understand it might turn into a heated argument, but that's okay, because we're not monolithic people. We have different interests, different values, different beliefs, and we need to hear those beliefs. And we need to bring everyone closer to the center again, to this area where coalition building, collaboration, compromise is possible. And finding consensus with all parties and with all people is possible. So in this regard, how this really connects very well why, one of those reasons why I'm endorsing Bill Redpath is mainly because we need someone that can bridge the partisan divide within the Senate. We need that moderate. We need that bridge builder that can that can really play a critical role in bringing the major parties closer to the center again. And that's exactly one of those reasons why I'm endorsing Bill Redpath for the United States Senate in the state of Illinois to unseat Tammy Duckworth. So in this regard, let's go even further in talking about Bill as a person. He is a proud Libertarian member all the way since 1984. This isn't the first. He's the former chairman of the Libertarian National Committee, serving 2 terms within the position from 2006 to 2012. He was inducted in 2016 with former U.S. Representative Ron Paul, and also he has ran for elected office before 7 times. In 1993, he ran for the Virginia House of Delegates, ran for the Virginia Senate. In a special election in the year of 1998, ran for governor, ran for U.S. Senate in 2008. He also ran for the U.S. House 10th District of Virginia and also the U.S. House 6th District of Illinois. And he's best known in helping the Libertarian Party and in helping them to achieve ballot access in all regions of the country, in all 50 states, plus the District of Columbia. He's known to helping them to get all their candidates ballot access everywhere in the United States. And that's what he'll be a fighter for all political parties, for all minor parties. He's going to be a fighter to ease ballot access laws and to get rid of the restrictive ballot access laws in the state of Illinois. And going even further, he's a certified public accountant with an active CPA license within Illinois and Virginia. So he has that important issue. He has the experience of being a fiscally candidate on conservative issues. And that's something that we need, mainly because we have a 30 trillion, our country has we're worth $30 trillion in national debt. And that's exactly why he's overall running to ensure that all of our liberties are protected, where our children and us don't have to pay the burden of high debt in society, and to ensure that we all have our rights, we all have our liberties protected, and no one is ever again taking advantage of us anymore. And that's exactly why he's running for United States Senate. And overall, and that's really just a little bit about him as a person. I'm not going to get to all of it though, but I wanted to share a little bit about Bill as a person to understand what he stands for. So let's go even further and talking about where he stands on several issues. On tax reform, he supports a complete flat tax. He supports cutting federal spending, and he proposes a 19% tax rate. Mainly because he believes it will greatly simplify our tax code and foster great entrepreneurship in the United States. So he's that big supporter of U.S. individualism, that everyone has the liberty to really innovate our society, take some gambles, to actually innovate our country and your state to the next level, where we can all enjoy newer technologies that everyone is inventing to make our communities a better place for everybody. He supports reducing federal government spending. He's completely against COVID-19 related mandates such as lockdowns, vaccination, and mask mandates. He firmly opposes vaccine passports for any reason. While he's pro-vaccine, he strongly supports adopting an approach called the focused protection to stem the spread of COVID-19 across the country. He also supports the repealing of the Affordable Care Act, mainly because he advocates for deregulating in the delivery of medical services and a more consumer-driven healthcare system within our country. But that's not the biggest, and he also supports repealing all federal laws in regard to consensual crime, regarding crimes that are victimless. And this goes back to his overall point that everybody should have the liberty to pursue a life that they want to live, even if they're not harming other people in society, not harming their property, then no one should be criminalized for victimless crimes. And that's exactly why he supports ending the war on drugs. He supports repealing laws that prohibit online gambling and allow all Americans the freedom to gamble, mainly because everybody should have the liberty and the freedom to live their lives the way they see fit and not be criminalized for low-level misdemeanor offenses. And that's something I can agree with, but that's not the biggest reason why I'm supporting him for the United States Senate. But the biggest reason why I'm endorsing him for the United States Senate, mainly because I agree with them that our democracy is absolutely broken. Single-member plurality districts, or our current voting system where the winner with the most votes wins, where it boxes everyone in voting for the lesser of the two evils, isn't working anymore, because it has produced polarized winners, extreme ideologues from both parties, in a way where no one from the major parties have no interest in wanting to work together anymore. And that's personally why he supports ranked choice voting. And he also supports the total repeal of the 1966 Uniform Congressional District Act that mandated single-member districts for all elections in the U.S. House. And once again allows states to create multi-member districts that elect up to 5 members each, which is what the Fair Representation Act stands for. And mainly because, listen, I understand. I get it. There's other issues that matter to each and every one of us. Climate change, education, our criminal justice system, healthcare, taxes, inflation, the supply chain and shortage crisis. I get that. That all those issues, that matters because that affects all of our lives. But if the way we elect our leaders is absolutely broken, and then we need to do something about it, or else the issues that we care about as Americans won't get solved. And that's exactly why I'm endorsing Redpath for the United States Senate from the state of Illinois to defeat Tammy Duckworth. Mainly because to reimagine a better democracy for all of us. Because it's like this ideal that if your car is broken, if your car is absolutely broken, you've been doing everything you can just to repair it, small repairs to the engine to make it better. It doesn't, but in a way, it still doesn't help because you have an old engine that needs to be gone because it's completely outdated. Well, that's the same rationale for our electoral system. In fact, we need a new engine, a new car to drive our leaders into elected office, a new car that incentivizes our leaders to want to find consensus with other candidates, to form coalitions with people, to ensure that in this regard, everyone governs a bit. Everyone can govern on the issues that they care about the most. And it's exactly why I support Redpath for the United States Senate to reimagine a democracy in which where we can rank our candidates in order of preference, where we elect multiple people to a congressional district, where independent redistricting commissions fairly draw the lines to ensure we have fairness once more in our democracy, to reimagine a government that's truly of, by, and for the people. And it's why I support Redpath for the United States Senate. I might disagree with him on a lot of things where he stands on some issues, such as a flat tax, for instance. But I agree with him that our democracy is broken, and we need to move away from plurality elections and adopt a system of proportionality to ensure that everybody's votes actually go to a party and a representative that will actually get elected to govern them on their behalf. And it's exactly why I endorse that. I encourage every citizen in Illinois to vote for Redpath for the United States Senate, mainly because if you care about all the issues that I just listed, COVID-19, healthcare, education, inflation, reducing federal government spending, immigration, then support his candidacy. Volunteer, get involved, contact him now, and help this guy get elected into the U.S. Senate, because we can all be agents of change that will truly redefine an Illinois that will represent all people in your state for the better. And that's the country, and that's the country that I want to live in, a country that's more inclusive, where we're valuing a diversity of people to ensure that all people's needs and wants are being heard by the government. And that's exactly why I support Redpath, because we need people like him more than ever to bridge the partisan divide, to return a sense of coalition building that will truly repair American democracy for generations to come. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and share your opinion in the comment section below what you think about Bill Redpath candidacy for the U.S. Senate? Would it be someone that you would consider getting behind? Because I know I would. So mainly because our democracy needs a new engine that drives our leaders into public office, a new engine that's built entirely on finding common ground with other people, and actually having a much more substantive debate on issues and policy. So once again, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below about other video ideas on this channel. And once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, this is the Young Centrist, and I am out.